Hey folks, Charlie here. Sorry it's been a bit since I've made a video. Had some family business I needed to take care of. But I'm back and I wanted to review this comic book with you. It's called Isola. And I absolutely loved it. There were some problems with it. I'm going to point those out. But it's been a long time since I've wanted to collect a series, collect a comic. And this absolutely, it got me hooked. So the story behind this comic was I was standing in line, I was picking up White Knight number 8, just like everybody else, because I'm a drone. Comic book store was a little packed. And I saw this guy, and he put this comic book back, and it was out of the corner of my eye, and it caught my eye, it caught my attention, and it was like down at the very bottom, stuff behind like some other comic books, and I was like, ooh, that looks cool, a little anime-ish, and I picked it up, and the cover, this is actually a second printing, so I'm gonna have to do some finagling, either get on eBay or maybe drive to find the first printing of this. So this is the second printing of this, so this comic book's obviously selling. And it was the art that instantly just got me hooked. So this is the second printing of this one right here, and just look at this panel, look at this cover, excuse me. It is just, oh my god. And then this is issue number 2, and I was just like, what? I mean, I'm not even joking. This is awesome. And I have to stress this. The art was what hooked me. I'll talk about the story, but the art was so beautiful when I was flipping quickly through the comic book. I don't like to read comics in comic book stores. I find that rude. That I picked up another. So these are issue 2. Both these are issue 2, and I picked up a variant cover. On the art alone, look at this. Let me get my Van Sciver out. He would be so impressed. He'd be like, look at the dynamic lines and the lighting. Just enough around the eyes. My Van Sciver kills me, so my Van Sciver. So, oh my god. Alright, so let me get into this. I don't like reading too much dialogue. This is kind of boring, to tell you the truth. So this is a relatively new comic. I'm guessing. Hopefully, I think the next one comes out June 6th. So this is probably just a couple months old comic. So they're still getting the run. They're still getting their feet wet on it. I got a little lost here. So here we see. Hold on a second. Get my Van Sciver. So here we see the tiger. It's raining out. And then she puts the blanket over the tiger. Man, just look at that art. The panels are laid out well. I was following pretty good. I wasn't requiring dialogue because I was just soaking in this art. And oh, I love foxes, by the way. It's just something about foxes. And it was right here that I got lost. So let me double back a bit. I'm sorry about this. I mean, even this is good. Look at this right here. One page. Alright, so the tiger's definitely here. It was going along. It was raining. And then there was a color shift. It wasn't raining anymore. I think she was like going... I was trying to figure out if she was going to some spirit land. And then I saw the tiger again. And I doubled back like 3 times. Trying to figure out what was going on, whether she was dreaming in the beginning and now this is real, or it was real before and now she's dreaming. I mean, just look at the effort that this artist put into it. This is good stuff. Alright, I eventually figured out once I just flipped one more page that this was a dream. The character seemed interesting. The dynamic of how what's going on. I originally thought that, they rope-a-doped me because I thought, okay, this is her pet, and stuff like that. Like they just met because this is issue number 1, and I was trying to figure out what was going on, and it was this panel right here that blew me. She kneels before the tiger and she apologized. She's like, "I apologize." It's like, it's not what you're accustomed to. And I was like, what the hell is going on here? And she's talking to the tiger as if it were a person, and I was like, what is going on? And at the very bottom of the panel, she says, "Your Majesty," and I was like, what? I was like, it would, oh my God, it soaked me in. I had a little trouble with the dialogue because they're definitely world building in this. So they were referencing things as the story went on. So right here, so she's I don't know why I want to get that page in a second. So she's talking to this creature. I started to pick up that the tiger might not always have been a tiger. The tiger's definitely royalty, and they went on a travel. They were doing some stuff. I mean, man, I don't want to show too many panels, but like, look at this. Look at this action right here. Boom. This is freaking effort. This is effort. This comic is from Image, by the way, and I know Image has an SJW reputation to them, but I'm finding some good comics. I mean, I miss the old days of Marvel where I had these dynamic worlds. I knew all the characters and everything was good. But those days are gone. Marvel's SJW now, they've ruined all their characters, and the characters they have left, they're just like putting in like a bazillion books because they're in movies and just how it is. I'm not going to go too much into this book because I really want you... Alright, so disclaimer, like I said, the dialogue is a little hard to understand what's going on, but the art is absolutely fantastic, top-notch stuff. This stuff was beautiful. Like I said, I'm going to go out, I'm going to find as many different types of covers as I possibly can for this. I don't know, maybe there's like 1 or 2 variants on, for book 2. They said that this one was cover A, so I'm not sure what cover this one was. Let's see if it's... No, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Alright, so Brendan Fletcher, Carl Kerschel. I'm not even going to say the colorist's name. So this is Brendan's the writer, Carl's the penciler, and Mzhasi is the inker. And he talks about in the back of book 2. I don't think it's on the back of book 1. Is it in the back of book 1? No. So book 1 doesn't have it. But on the back of book 2, on this cover right here, he talks about Carl. They've been best friends for a long time, 30 years. They grew up together, and now they're working on his comic book. And the art in book 2 did not depress me at all. Where was it? There was this battle right here. I'm flipping some. Sorry. There's this character right here. I was getting a little lost with the dialogue. Like I said, they're world building, and that kind of sucks because there's no background story. I mean, when Marvel or DC introduces a new book, you already have that established world, so you know what's going on and all that type of stuff. Where is it? That dude fights it. I just love this panel right here. Little wolf girl handing her a book. Yeah, this is just good stuff. There was a panel in here in the first book that was, you know, I'm not going to show you it. It was epic. It was really cool. So, like I said, Isola, this is a purchase. I am giving them a pass on dialogue. And on the story a little bit. The story was what I was picking up from the story was captivating, and I enjoyed it. And I was like, "What's going on? I want to learn more about this world." It was just they were doing like, instead of saying the F word, no, F-U-C-K, they were saying freck, and I was like, "It's a comic book. It's Image. You're not a mainstream company anymore, so you could use the F word if you want or whatever like that. So, and then they were like replacing names for different things, and like Mar was like this city. You know, I was thinking back to, I was watching some old Community episodes, and then like one of the characters' name was Mar, and I was like, I am Mar. All right, sorry for rambling there, but like I said, Isola picked this book up. I mean, it was an enjoyable read. The panels alone were telling the story. There was one or two points where the panel movement didn't quite make sense, and I had to double back a little bit, but it wasn't unenjoyable. I've been wanting to read these books. I've actually had these books since, let's say since Tuesday, or was it Wednesday? Yeah, because Wednesday is freaking comic book day. There's Tuesday comic book day. I forget. I don't know. Like I said, I've been dealing with some stuff. Pick these books up. You will enjoy these books. The art alone makes these things collector's items for me. I'm gonna learn about these things, about these artists and these writers, and see if there's more about this world that I can pick up. I mean, really, just look at those. Van Sciver, look at that lighting in her eyes. This is an Image book. You are not seeing this in any Marvel book. Marvel's crap. God, I'm so pissed at Marvel. But by being pissed at them, I was able to find this thing, and it was just absolutely fantastic. I write stories, and I hope I can write a story that someday can be paired with art like this. It's just fantastic. That's a pipe dream, because I'm not even in the comic book industry at all in any way, and I don't know any people, but it is what it is. So, like I said, get Isola. Yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and let's see if we can get more than 6 people. Alright, talk to you guys later. Bye.